Adam and Jackie, you drive past them every day and probably don't think twice about the guardrails that are meant to protect you, but you should. Our Team 6 investigation raises big questions about whether they do more harm than good.
Experts say this is how a guardrail is supposed to work. Peeling the metal away from your car and eventually causing it to stop.
I was the one driving.
That's not what happened to Luke Robinson.
It's the most helpless I've ever felt and the most terrified I've ever seen my children.
Robinson, who lives with his wife and 3 kids near Orlando, was driving along the Virginia-Tennessee border when he swerved and hit the beginning of a guardrail. It pierced the car through the rear passenger seat where his 3-year-old son was sitting.
His pelvic bone was cracked in 2 places, and they were very worried about internal damage in his head.
A similar situation for Lena and Shane Tucker in Texas, who were married for more than 20 years. It all ended on this highway 2 years ago, shortly after Shane left for work.
Gave me a kiss goodbye and said, "See you later, love you."
Just minutes later, Shane was killed when his car hit a guardrail. It impaled the car and sliced right through his body.
I learned that my husband probably should have walked away from the accident.
They're 2 of more than a dozen families who filed lawsuits against Dallas-based Trinity Highway Products, one of the world's largest guardrail makers. Experts say in its original design, the guardrail can be a lifesaver. But changing its design even slightly can turn it into a dangerous projectile. Back in 2005, the company made small, cost-saving changes to its guardrail model called the ET Plus. And even though it was required, the company never told the federal government about the change, which reduced the dimensions of the end of the guardrail from 5 inches down to 4 inches.
This is a 4-inch model.
This new model is nearly 3 times more likely to kill someone than the old model, according to a University of Alabama study.
Let's put it this way. It's the difference between life and death.
Josh Harmon is a Trinity competitor. He also blew the whistle on the company by filing a federal false claims lawsuit against it and won. Last month, a jury ordered the company to pay $175 million in damages to be split by Harmon and the federal government.
For people who drive these roads every day, should they be concerned?
Tomorrow they can fail and tomorrow they can kill.
There are more than 200,000 of these altered guardrails across the country. Team 6 investigators learned many of them line the roadways of South Florida, from this intersection in Davie to the sides of the Sawgrass Expressway.
This could be a dangerous guardrail.
This is deadly.
But as for just how many are actually in Florida, state road officials say they don't know. They haven't kept track. In a statement, the Florida Department of Transportation says they're taking inventory of the state's guardrails to find out. After the verdict, the feds ordered Trinity to perform new crash tests, which are underway right now. Our Team 6 investigation shows Florida is now one of 44 states over just the past few weeks that stopped installing the guardrails until the new crash tests are complete. Virginia is the only state that is removing the guardrails.
Should the state of Florida be doing more to protect drivers right now?
Yes, I think all the states need to take an active role.
In a statement, the president of Trinity says, "We have confidence in the ET Plus system as designed and crash tested by Texas A&M Transportation Institute. It has met all tests previously required. We take the safety of the products we manufacture very seriously." As for the verdict, Trinity says the decision will not withstand legal scrutiny.
This isn't some kind of game. These are people's lives.
Harmon and the families involved now want all of these guardrails pulled out nationwide, claiming drivers aren't safe until the metal's off the roads.
That needs to be ended and stopped now, before this happens to another family and another child.
The Robinsons just filed their lawsuit and Trinity hasn't responded yet. As for the Tucker family's lawsuit, Trinity denies the allegations their guardrails contributed to any injuries and says they were caused by an unavoidable accident.